Okay, I want to do a quick unboxing of the Dimension GT3X radio. I got this from HobbyPartz.com. I believe it was $39. There we go. Try to move through this fairly quick. Get my RC Plus sticker installed. I believe that's my last one. So, old stomping grounds. So, comes with the radio. It's even got the sticky film on there. I don't need to take that off yet. Doesn't come with batteries. Receiver. It's a 3-channel receiver. Owner's manual, instruction manual. There's also videos on YouTube on how to use this and how to bind the radio and the receiver. Let's see if I got some batteries. And then here is your, comes with the bind plug. This is my favorite cheap radio. Okay, we moved into the kitchen studios here. Grabbed some quality Kirkland batteries here. Get this puppy going. I have to get some other things here. And here we go. Okay, so there is about there's about 10 function. I don't know what they are. And I'm just gonna go through them. I don't know what to call them. They're just functions. So you just push the thumb wheel here to lighten them up, and you scroll through them like that. Okay, and we'll go for the first one. The first one's the model, and I'm just gonna read out of the book what this stuff is, or what they call it. So to enter the category you select, you just push the wheel. Okay, and that lights up the model number that you want to use. So right now we're on model 1. And we can go all the way up to 9 and then 0, which would be 10. So to pick the one you want, press enter. So we're on model 1. And that's pretty much self-explanatory. So right now we're on sub T, which I believe is sub trim. So to pick the sub trim, let's look in the book and see exactly what they are saying this will do. Sub T. This function allows the user to sub-trim the steering throttle or auxiliary channels. Okay, so you press enter, turn to sub T, press enter, and pretty much that. So let's go to sub T, press enter. So we have steering, throttle, auxiliary. So let's pick auxiliary. And I believe you hit this N button. Oops. Let's do steering. Hit the N button a little harder, and then here's where you can adjust your sub trim. All right. So let's get out of that. And there we go. This is the servo reverse. So you can reverse your, if you want to select servo reverse, you press enter. And you can scroll throttle, steering, or auxiliary. So if you want to do the auxiliary reverse, hit the N button, and then that gets down here flashing. So we can reverse this, press end, and then we're back up here. So Press this again, and it gets it out of that category. So here's where you can name your model number. I've been playing with this a little bit, so that's why it has something on there. So just scroll, hit end, scroll, hit end, scroll, hit end. All right, and then hit end again, and you're up, or hit your enter, and you're out of it. So here's your crawl mode. This is pretty cool. It's for four-wheel steering, as far as I know. Never used it. So press end, and then press end, and it'll allow you to, oops, maybe you gotta press the enter. Press the enter, and it'll allow you to scroll through 4 different modes, A, B, C, and D. Press enter again, and it'll get you over to the trim category. And let's see what it's saying trim does, because we got sub trim and trim. Use this function to adjust the neutral position of your steering and throttle and auxiliary servo. So this actually helps set the 0 position of it. So we can hit trim. We're on steering, so hit end, and then this is how you're gonna center your servo. And it even lights up right there, left and right. So there we go. So we can hit end. And let's go to throttle, hit end. And we can do the same thing here. This is lit up, and then it does the same thing. So we'll hit end, and then we'll go ahead and hit the enter on the wheel, and then we'll go to, what is this? ALB. ALB is an anti-lock braking system. Anti-lock braking system is off. Enter the wheel, and then just scroll. Press enter again. Then we're on EXP. EXP is actually, it says this function is used to change the sensitivity of the 2 channels around the neutral position in order to soften or make aggressive. Yeah, so it basically, you know, makes your steering more aggressive or more controlled or slower. I always run mine at 0. Never really played with this stuff. Like I said, this is a pretty cool radio for $39. Has plenty of features on it. And it even has the crawl features. Let's do that again. So here's the endpoint adjustments. I actually do play with those. Tap the wheel to enter it. Now we're on steering. Hit end, and you can adjust how much you want, all the way up to 120, and probably all the way down to 0. Yep. So I should grab the radio I'm using. I have, I believe, 2 other of these, maybe 3. This is one I bought, and it's been sitting on the shelf. I believe normally if you spend $50 at HobbyPartz.com, you get free shipping. So I believe I ordered 2 of these at a time, so I think I have 4. I usually order an extra receiver with them too. The receivers, they're probably $10. I don't remember. I've never had a problem with anything with these, but I don't race. So a total disclaimer, I don't race. And I just bash around. So I pretty much can see my car all the time. I don't know. It's fine for me. I should do a range test on these radios somehow. There is a football field down the road from me. Maybe that'll be good enough. 100 yards. I don't know how much further you'd actually need to go with a monster truck. But anyway, enough of that. Your dual rates, and then you hit end to adjust the percentage. And you can just go down. So your endpoints are at 100%. So you're steering at 100%. And if you're oversteering and like turning further than your car can, from binding, you can just turn this down. That's all you got to do. You know, and same with throttle. If your throttle servos are going too far, there you go. So anyway, this is, I'm not going to go how to bind it. Maybe on another day, but I mean, here it is. RC Plus sticker. If you've ever heard of the place, let me know. It's in Salem, Oregon. You've also got, oops, wrong way. Dual rate adjustments here. Your third channel trim here. Your power button is here. You know, back button, end button, your bind button. Nice little flip up antenna. I actually like how these have this notch in the side. There's a little groove down the sides. And I actually have a clamp that I put on here, and this is where I mount my video camera for, well, it's actually I mount my phone here for making videos. And it does have a drop down wheel, and it takes 4 AA batteries. I prefer the high performance Kirkland ones. It comes with a, you know, 6-language instruction manual, which is actually totally usable, but everything you need is online. Like, if you find this on HobbyPartz website, you will actually, they actually have some pretty good videos on how to use it. But this is the Dimension GT3X. Lots of cool features, including crawling features that I absolutely love for $40. So